Some of the more underrated players in the league. Who would be your picks? Underrated guys, Kenny?
I like Paul Millsap. I think he's underrated. I think his value to the team. There's a bunch of guys on that Atlanta team that's underrated. You know, Teague and Millsap. Markieff Morris up in Phoenix, man. A lot of people, you know, because the Suns aren't in the playoffs, they don't get the opportunity to see how good a player he is. And Shaq, who do you think?
Well, I'm going to go with my underrated starting five, Ernie. At the point, I'm going to go with Isaiah Thomas.
Ooh.
At the two, I got Goran Dragic.
Wow.
At three, Kawhi Leonard.
Wow.
Four, Draymond Green.
Okay.
And five, my guy, DeMarcus Big Cuz Cousins.
How can he be underrated? He made the All-Star team.
And how can Kawhi Leonard be underrated when he was a Finals MVP?
He's not
By
underrated.
default, he is underrated because we don't talk about him a lot.
Well,
Who doesn't?
We don't.
Okay.
We do.
They're not commercial guys, meaning they don't have TV commercials. I agree
So they're
with that.
underrated.
They're
Nobody knows about
Those
them.
guys could sell products,
I
man.
stand corrected again.
Yeah, well, get used to it. We'll see you next time.
So put them on the cover of 2K.
I'm not going that far.
It's a Western Conference battle here at the American Airlines Center in Dallas, Texas, as the Mavericks look to work the home court advantage. We're all set to bring you NBA action. With Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. The road trip ends for the Jazz here as they leave for Utah right after the game. These guys facing good ball clubs and will continue to over the upcoming stretch of games, even more critical to notch a win in this one.
Kevin, I have not been able to quite identify.
Some changes. Evan Harris is checked in for Nowitzki, and Darren Williams is subbed in for J.J. Barea. Utah also making some changes. Lyles checked in for Rudy Gobert. Booker comes in for Derek Favors, and Freak subbed in for Gordon Hayward. And so in the game for the Jazz, Freak, he's in at shooting guard. Trevor Booker is out there with Lyles. Then there's Burke, and it's Burks in at the small forward position. Parsons attacking, and he gets the bucket.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
So for Dallas, their last game a win against the Heat at the American Airlines Arena.
They just looked stable pretty much from the get-go, guys. I mean, sometimes you'll see some inconsistencies come up in a road game that you don't see at home, but not the case in that one.
Tremendous balance on display, Greg. I mean, when you look at who was carrying the scoring load, making assists, playing unselfishly, I mean, they had it all working, and that led to the nice road win.
Jeremy Evans checks in for the Mavericks. Andre Robertson comes in for Wesley Matthews. Utah also making some changes. Henderson's checked in, and it's Exum in for Trey Burke. Jazz trail by 5. Passes to Henderson. The Jazz working the ball around now. Freak kicks to Booker. Just 5 to shoot. Utah needs to get off a shot here, and it's good. Henderson's got his first 2 points of the night. 1:29 left in the first quarter of the game. Now here's Williams. An 11-point game for him in the win against the Heat in Miami.
But his passing just blew me away. I mean, to see him operate their offense that way was a breath of fresh air.
Henderson kicks to Exum. A second chance effort, and he lays it up and in. Exum's got his first basket.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and controlling the backcourt.
And the trend they'd love to continue right through the next 3 quarters as well, Greg.
Here's Freak. Banked in off the glass.
He's yours.
Freak's got his second bucket tonight.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Harris outside. He feeds it to Williams. Back to Harris. The kick out to Williams. Shot on the wing. The Mavericks rebound. And it's Harris off the drive. That's good.
Really nice job to convert the putback opportunity there. I mean, he stayed with that play from start to finish. That's something we say about him a lot.
Henderson kicks to Freak. Pass to Booker. Dishes to Freak. To the wing on the left. For the three. He got it up that time, but it wouldn't fall for him. And that concludes a back-and-forth, high-scoring first quarter of play. The Mavericks on top, leading by a point. And we'll get going after this from the American Airlines Center. And Dirk Nowitzki steadily climbing the all-time scoring rankings. He talked about the remarkable journey of his long and illustrious career.
When I first got here, my first year was so tough that I didn't really know that I can make it in this league. To be named with all these names is an unbelievable honor, and it's been a crazy ride.
Dirk has proven himself through the test of time. As tough as it may have been back in his rookie year, he overcame those obstacles to become this elite NBA player. The Mavericks will go for a different look here. Powell, he's jacked in for Nowitzki. Jeremy Evans comes in for Wesley Matthews. Roberson, he's checked in for Williams. Devin Harris subbed in for J.J. Barea. Utah also making some changes. Booker, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Dante Exum comes in for Burks. And Freak subbed in for Burke. Devin Harris is out there with Andre Robertson. Then it's Jeremy Evans. Then there's Chandler Parsons. And it's Powell in at the 5 down low. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Freak kicks to Favors. The pass to Booker. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Harris outside. There's the screen. Powell kicks to Roberson. Trying to find Parsons and gets it to him. Can't make good off the screen.
My goodness, how about that miss? I mean, that's 2 easy points that they just given away.
Evans up top. .149 left in the first half of the game. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Good on the three-point shot. Harris has got 5 points now this quarter. Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Mavericks.
And it's been about their defense. They're playing with a frenetic pace, putting a lot of pressure on the ball handlers and forcing turnovers.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
And Roberson kicks to Harris. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Harris has got 9 points. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And that one's good by Favors.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
The defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And Parsons gets it to go.
And back and forth we go. That bucket gives us another lead change.
Too many of those to count. These teams have matched each other shot for shot, play for play. It has been impressive.
Hayward kicks to Freak. Nice ball movement by Utah. Favors sets the pick for Exum. 4 on the shot clock. The shot no good. So the Mavericks will take it the other way. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Utah.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of the other teams.
Hey, Greg, we got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. You've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
There's Freak. Powell pulls it in. Powell's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Harris. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And the first half comes to a close. Sides have assessed what they need to do over the break in halftime. We'll see now if one can pull out away here in the 3rd.
A lot of action from Harris. He has 9 points, and he's chalked up 1 3-pointer on the day as well.
And Clark, I'm sure that won't be the last one. A lot of times he can get hot and stay hot from beyond.
Look here. Evans, he's checked in for Powell. Roberson comes in for Dirk Nowitzki. Evan Harris is checked in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Williams in for J.J. Barea. Utah also making some changes. Trevor Booker, he's checked in now for Rudy Gobert. Dante Exum comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Freak subbed in for Burke. And so in the game for the Jazz, Freak in at point guard. Booker out there with Alec Burks. Then it's Exum, and it's Favors in at the 5 spot. Harris setting the pick for Williams. With the teardrop, Harris misses.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile, trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Yeah, exactly. Prevent the layup, give them a little bump, and then maybe they'll think twice about coming into the lane next time. And if they don't think about it, at least they might be distracted by your presence.
Dallas has gone 6 of 14 with the 3 ball tonight, just a little over 40%. Parsons outside. Great D that time from Favors.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near the hoop. They were all over it.
And a wide open look for Freak. And the go-ahead bucket, no good.
And you know what? That's one of those heat checks if he's taking shots like that.
Yeah, heat check or not, I don't care how hot he may or may not be. He's not making that one.
And bullseye with that assist. Nice delivery there in traffic.
Pass to Booker. Favors dishes to Freak. 9 feet out, and he hits the jump shot. Freak's got it all tied up now for the Jazz. Williams with the ball. 2 on the clock. Misses the layup.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
All right, we welcome you back to what's been a hard-fought battle. Fourth quarter should be good. Here's Burke. Parsons and Dirk are in at the forward spots. J.J. Barea is out there with Matthews, and it's Powell in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Barea kicks to Nowitzki. Now the dish to Powell. Hayward against Parsons. They set the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Nowitzki. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Nowitzki's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for the man. Favors with the screen. Burke the pass to Freak. Now here's Burke. D right on him. Here's Freak. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Looking at the game for Freak. He has 8 points, and he's created a lot of chances for his teammates also.
And Clark, some of those assists that he's gotten today have been just electric.
And both free throws good from Freak. Here's Dallas. The Wizards on the road to face them after this game. That'll be the second of 4 games at home for him. Nowitzki a screen. Barea dishes to Nowitzki. Puts one up from 19. Right through the cylinder that time, all net.
He's been one of their more reliable options today, guys. I mean, his shooting has led them to this lead.
Hayward, right side. He kicks it to Freak to the left wing. 6 to shoot. Burke, the pass to Freak. Matthews with the steal. Correa kicks the foul. Matthews with it. Now defended by Hayward. Matthews dishes to Parsons. The feed to Correa. It's rebounded by Derek Favors.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
And Hayward gets it to go.
Big time bucket there, and you can expect to see him stay very involved the rest of the way.
Here's Correa. Right side Matthews. Good, and it's Correa who picks up the assist. And it's 9 points for Wesley Matthews.
And their solid play in the paint continues, guys.
And that's been their focus, it seems.
So we see the Mavericks get the win here. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but Clark, a win nonetheless.
Yeah, and it appeared to me as though the fans gave them the emotional boost they needed down the stretch, Kevin. This crowd was not going to let this one slip away.
And now we'll send it down to Doris Burke, who's standing by courtside.
Dirk, during that second half, what brought the conviction the team showed that allowed you guys to win this thing?
I think we just battled, and that was good for us. I thought that really won us the game down the stretch. We scrambled for each other, we rotated, got a couple lucky bounces down the stretch, and that always helped.
Dirk, thank you. Kevin, it all starts with that competitive spirit.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. And now the award-winning Ernie Johnson will take it from here. We'll see you next time.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Thank you, Kevin. And now let's move on to the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Dirk Nowitzki. He put his team on his back and carried them as we've seen him do before. But it never gets old. A textbook example of making play after play to lead the way.
And this guy's been doing this his whole career. Man, we're talking about a Hall of Famer here, an icon in the city he brought a championship to. Not forget, one of the greatest shooters in NBA history.
I can't imagine a player having a better night from the field than he had tonight. His shooting percentage was off the charts. He used every trick in the book to get those high percentage shots. He shot from every direction, and there was a little bit of luck here and there, but he was on fire.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.